Alright guys, so we have made it to the beautiful Rocky Mountains here in Alberta, where we are going to be camping for the next 3 days. Today, the plan is to head to Lake Louise, and after that we have a bunch of crazy things planned, so let's get going.
So this is not exactly where the trip actually began. To get to the true start, we have to go back in time about 24 hours. I took a quick flight, hopped in a rental car, met up with my buddy Tyler, explored downtown Calgary, and even did some touristy stuff in the Calgary Tower. It was then time for sleep. With an early wake-up call, we hit the road and began our journey into the mountains. We stopped in Banff and took a picture with the Banff sign like every good tourist does, and that brings us to this beautiful location where I decided to begin the vlog. From here, it's just a short journey to our first destination on this trip, Lake Louise.
Alright guys, so our hike has began. We started off at Lake Louise and we have now made it up to Lake Agnes. So this lake, it is gorgeous. And there's actually a waterfall here that feeds down to Mirror Lake, which is where we just came from. There's a few options on where we can go from here, but first I think we are headed up to the little Beehive. That's the plan. We're gonna go with the flow and see what the day brings. I don't want to say this is like an easy hike. It's definitely pretty intense, a lot of elevation, but every time you turn around and look somewhere, there's a new view that is just like amazing. It's hard to even explain it. Words can't even describe. We've made it to the top of Little Beehive and the views are pretty wild. Definitely not a bad view at all. I feel like the view's pretty wild. I know you guys see it in pictures. I'm sure you guys have seen it in pictures. I think everyone has, but it just honestly doesn't do it justice. It's almost like surreal being here in person. So there's the lake. Man, it's crazy how blue it is. Over here we have, that's the Fairmont Hotel. Got a good view of the mountains surrounding Lake Louise and even the rivers down there. Maybe not the rivers, but the streams and stuff feeding it from the Glacier runoff, I'd assume. What you think, Tyler?
It's amazing.
Worth the hike?
Oh, of course.
Definitely worth the hike. I must say it was definitely the most intense hike I've done. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's like a super intense hike, but it was pretty gnarly getting up here. Definitely like you're climbing the whole entire way, so worth it. It's been a workout, but it's been worth it. So there's kind of another viewpoint up here where of course you can not only see the lake, but all the mountains surrounding it once again. That there is Lake Agnes where the tea house was, and down there is Mirror Lake. So that feeds into that, like I mentioned earlier. I was gonna say that's where we started the hike, but technically we started way down over there, so it's been a journey. Woo! Now it is time for us to start the trek back down. Let's go.
Let's do it. What are we looking at?
What you saying, T-Bone?
This shit looks like it's out of a video game. Just look at it. It is crazy.
Unreal. Everywhere you look, it's just a different vibe.
Like, there's a hut on that peak, man. There's
Way
a
up
hut
there.
up there.
Actually wild. I think I showed you guys this area on the way up, but it's wild. Making our way down, another little view spot here along the trail. The main reward is once you reach the top, like getting to that peak and seeing the true view, but being gifted with little treats like this view as you're climbing, it's unreal. We're on a new trail on our way down. We were gonna go back the way we came up and then maybe do another hike, but we figured time to send it back. We're gonna go to Moraine Lake and then get to the campsite. When we were talking about being in a video game earlier, we were saying we need fast travel points around here so we can just boom, pop around. Wouldn't that be nice? The journey down has been going pretty good so far. Pretty wild how much easier it is going down than it is climbing up, which I guess makes sense. You gotta put in a lot of work to get to the top of the mountain, but then on the way down, it's almost been relaxing, bro, I find.
Yeah, it's nice.
Dude, the wildlife here is like friendly. Why is dude just hanging out? Why isn't he scared?
We're on the peaceful part of the map.
Peaceful part of the map, man. No hostile mobs. So this creek here is what comes from Lake Agnes up top. The creek runs down here, and then this is Mirror Lake. We did see this earlier today, but we saw it from the tourist perspective, so we're getting a little more adventurous here on the way back down. Get a little bit of a different view, and it's cool. Every different perspective you get to see something from just completely changes the vibe of it. So beautiful scenery, man. Kind of just taking a moment to soak it all in. We got a lot to do, a lot on the agenda, but we don't want to rush things, so. And from one spot to the next, we have now made it to the beautiful Lake Moraine. Hop on a shuttle, skip and jump our way over here, and dude, take in that view. Man, every corner you turn, there's just a new mountain peak or something to see. Check in 2 p.m.?
Check in 2 p.m. So I don't know.
We're a little stressed because the days, I want to say, maybe going a little longer than expected, and we have like a 3-hour drive to the campsite. So we're trying to figure that out. We might have to do some like night ops missions setting up tonight, but I think it'll be worth it.
We'll roll with the punches.
Roll with the punches.
Still not sure if we're going to be allowed to or not.
Yeah, that's our worry. We're worried if we show up too late, we're not going to be able to check in. So kind of going with the flow. I think it's worth it, man. It's worth that view. Somehow we've started doing another climb. We put our tourist pants on again. We're a little drained. It might have been time to just head out, but here we are. I think the view is going to be worth it. Hopefully. I think that view is worth the mission up here, or what, guys? We got like a valley on this side and the lake's on that side. Now we are officially heading out because we got a campsite to get to, and if we don't, we're gonna be sleeping with the bears. So this is Bow Lake, our first stop along the Icefields Parkway after we left Lake Louise towards our campsite. Not too bad, not too bad at all. So we're on our way to the campsite, taking our time, making a few stops, and right now, wherever we are, which I actually have no clue where we are, it is gorgeous. We are surrounded by mountains. We got this river flowing through. Look at that.
Somewhere in the middle of the Icefields Parkway is where we are. In between Jasper and Banff, somewhere.
That's about all we know at this point.
That's all we know right now.
We saw this and we weren't going to stop, but we were like, why not? We're here. We might as well embrace it while we can, because We're like
absolutely stunning.
Yeah, gorgeous. We kind of have the whole place to ourselves right now. So yeah, there's a waterfall up there. I'm not sure if it would connect over here, but before we leave, we're gonna go check out this waterfall, or at least try to. See what we can find, and then make our way to Jasper. Cause dude, we're not spending the night with the bears. No bears tonight. So no waterfall, I guess, but still a pretty cool view. You can see the water's coming through the ravine there. All the glacier melt. Dude, it blows my mind how all this is just from glaciers. Like, they're melting that much that the river is like flowing. Crazy.
Glaciers are melting so much, it's enough to feed and power these rivers.
Oh, the technical terms. I was just saying, I guess all rivers are flowing, but it just blows my mind like how powerful this river is just from the glaciers melting. You wouldn't think that there's that much water coming down from the mountains, but there is.
Or that they go so far.
That too.
As well.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the water from the glaciers is like super clear, and I could be wrong on this, but I think it's actually the minerals that are laying on like the lake beds and stuff that make the water appear super blue. I could be wrong on that, but from my research, that's what I've gathered. So
we'll get back to you.
Yeah, any nature specialists, let me know in the comments. But dude, it's crazy to see out here. Absolutely gorgeous scenery. At this point, we have like, I want to say an hour and a half, maybe a little longer to get to the campsite. So that's the plan. It's really windy, but we've made it to the Columbia Icefields, I believe that's what they're called. Insane glacier behind us. Tyler's doing some crazy tech out here.
Scientific research.
We're the only ones here, which is probably pretty rare, so we're like, why not take advantage of it and enjoy it. Cheers, dude. Breakfast with a mountain view. We have made it to the campsite here in Jasper, and I don't think you can get a morning that gets much better than this. Sun is rising. It's warming up out here. Last night was great. We didn't get eaten by no bears, so life's good.
The oatmeal's even better.
Oh, we got fueled up for the day, I think, and try and figure out something to do. We want to do a hike, but we're not really sure what to do. We don't have a plan. We're just gonna go with the flow. So a little bit of a late start to the day, but we are here at the beautiful Athabasca River, and we're about to do a hike. We had some stuff to do this morning. We had to go get firewood, and honestly, it was just a little bit of a slow start after a long day yesterday, but a very awesome day. I think yesterday is going to be hard to top, but we have a few fun things planned today, and we're here in Jasper ready to explore. I wish I knew the names of all the mountains around here. Our campsite is actually over by that mountain there. That was the view we had this morning, and there are a lot of wildfires and stuff going around here, so it's going to be interesting to see how nature's doing. Oh, we're climbing. What a way to start the morning. We did a lot of walking yesterday. My watch said over 40,000 steps, which that is a lot, especially when you're climbing a decent amount of elevation. We're here at, well, I'm out of breath, but oh my gosh, this is gorgeous. We were just down over there. Whew. How you feeling?
It's like 6, maybe 7 sets of stairs. I'm gassed.
Oh, we weren't ready for this to start the morning, but wow. Oh, I think this is about like a 45-minute hike, half an hour hike. This is Old Fort Point Trail, I believe that's what it's called. The bald eagle over there. I don't know if I'll be able to get him, but what tree is he on? Oh, he's right there. What's he doing?
So sick.
Wild views, but it does look like we got quite the climb ahead of us, because that's where we're going, to the top. Dude, you know what's kind of crazy is how you can see this kind of island here in the Athabasca River. It's like burnt. It shows you how far the wildfires and stuff can jump, because like that is surrounded by water all the way around. It's crazy to see. We made it. We made it to the top. It actually wasn't as bad of a climb as I expected. And it was worth it, because this, I know I'm gonna say it a lot in this video, but man, it's just gorgeous.
So that's Mount Pyramid?
I believe so. I believe that is Mount Pyramid, which we might be going to next to do some hiking. That over there is Jasper, and there is a massive train running through it right now. Probably the longest train I've ever seen in my life. The end is right there, I believe. You can't even see the start anymore. And it's been going on for a while. But the view up here is amazing. Over here we have a burnt valley of trees. It's kind of surreal to take in. I could not imagine being here during the fires while it's going on. Even up here at this lookout, trees are burnt. There's so much to see out here, but sometimes you just gotta chill and soak it all in. So it's about 6 p.m. right now. We just got back to the campsite and had some dinner. Or kind of a refuel situation, I should say, in order to go do another hike. We just got back from Pyramid Lake, but we're gonna head back out there and do a little sunset hike before it gets dark, because dude, that sun is going down. It's gonna drop behind the mountains, and I think it's gonna get dark quick. Yeah, we're trying to decide what hike to do, and we're like, you know what? We don't want to do anything too crazy, because if we get lost or it ends up taking way too long, we don't want to be out there in the dark. So this morning, of course, we had a beautiful view of these mountains, but now we can actually see kind of what's going on over there. We couldn't see this morning because the sun was just way too bright. So far, it's been another awesome day. It's windy today, but it's clear, it's sunny. It's been hot. We spent a lot of today in the sun. Lake Louise yesterday, and the hike we did, and then the drive up the Icefields Parkway to Jasper was something special. Like, yesterday was truly something special. I feel like it's gonna be hard to beat. I think everyone has seen the tourist photos and stuff from Lake Louise, but actually being there, kind of getting to experience it for yourself, and then the hike we did, getting like a different perspective on Lake Louise and the whole area there, it was an awesome day. Definitely worth getting out to check out if you haven't. So we're just cruising through Jasper right now, and I don't know why I had like really high expectations. I feel like everyone has really high expectations of Jasper, and it's not what I expected at all. It definitely gives off like ski town vibes, so I feel like maybe in the winter it might be different, but right now it kind of just feels like a tourist ski town, and there's not really much going on. I mean, there's a lot of people and stuff, but it just doesn't feel, I don't know. I was expecting a little bit more. We got the train to the right. There's constantly trains going through here. It was actually kind of noisy last night going to bed.
It's almost like, if you're not skiing here, it's like a glorified en route. Really?
Actually, yeah. Dude, Tyler's doing javelin out here. Oh, look at the view. Dang, okay. Okay. Dude, I'll take that. I'll take that view. So that's Lake Patricia, I believe. The hike we're doing right now is called like the Homicini. I forgot what it's called. We're hiking some trail that the guy at the front desk told us to hike. Hachimini, that's where we are. And yeah, so we're here. Going back, yeah, we're about like the halfway point. Yeah. Not too bad. Dude, Lake Patricia at golden hour is something special, I must say. Made our way to Pyramid Lake. This is, I believe, Pyramid Beach, and what better way to end the day than go swimming? I feel like I need to take a dip. Tyler's chickening out over there, but I'm gonna go for it. Here we go. Oh, dude, I was expecting way worse. Dude, it doesn't drop off. No, and I'm freezing. I can't go in that. I'm not even joking. I'm shivering. Dude, I'm freezing. Dude, if there was a drop, I would have went. But there's no drop. I would have to walk so far out. I'm freezing. Buddy, how are ya? What? Dude, I take back anything negative I said about Jasper, dude. The town is definitely just another ski town, but the surrounding area is insane. This campsite has been unreal. There's a family of elk just walking down the road right now. Like, you can't make this stuff happen. We were kind of bummed that we had to leave this morning, but I think this kind of makes up for it. So that is our first stop on this beautiful morning complete. We're here checking out the Athabasca Falls. We're driving back to Calgary today, and we have a few exciting trips planned, some hikes, and the day is just getting started. Here at Beauty Creek Trail along the Icefields Parkway. Apparently it's a pretty nice hike, recommended to us by our someone at the park yesterday. So we're here checking it out. This is kind of like the main hike or adventure we have planned for the day, and then everything else is really just little stops along the way. How is it down there?
Sketchy.
Sketchy.
No, it's fun. It's cool.
Sketchy. I think there's 5 waterfalls along this trail. Not a bad idea. Take the backpacks off just so it's a little easier to balance, because we're kind of in the middle of no man's land right now. There's no service or anything out here, so you really don't want anything bad to happen.
There's, I think, 5 waterfalls along here. And apparently they're pretty gorgeous, so it's gonna be a fun one. What's up, dude? We're on the move and just did a little bit of a sketchy maneuver, but I think it's worth it. I think this is waterfall number 2 now. But wow, what a view. Tyler's going for the true vantage point up there. Gotta get the views. That's cool. That's really, really cool. Waterfall number 3 we're making our way down to. Waterfall number 2 is right around the corner. This is gonna be cool to see. It's a crazy different vibe here than it is at kind of the main, I guess, tourist locations. There's just something special about kind of getting away from all the noise, the hype of the crowd, and getting off and seeing some things that not everyone gets to see. Man, garbage all the way out here. Shame on you people. Even this morning going to Athabasca Falls, like that was gorgeous. Sunwapta Falls was gorgeous. There's something special about these locations where you kind of almost have them to yourselves. We are the only 2 people in this area right now. So we were just over there. This is waterfall number 2. It's crazy, so cool to see. So we were just down over there. This is the waterfall we were looking at. You do a little bit of a hike up here and check out this view. That is sweet. That hole there is pretty cool. We're gonna go try and check it out. Just makes you want to jump in. It's cool. It's awesome how the water's carved out the hole there. Almost, almost. Attempt 2, let's go, good stuff. Dude, I like ski-balled it, man. Dude, I don't know if I'm that accurate with a backpack on. Splash. Splash. Oh, this is sweet.
I want one in my like top pool.
In the top puddle? Yeah. Oh yeah, okay, okay. Oh, Kobe! Let's go! So I don't know if this is like all considered one waterfall or what, but there's still more to go check out. So let's keep going. I think that's waterfall number 4. It's pretty cool to see. This just almost makes you want to dive in. This is like nature's diving board right here. Imagine going swimming in there. So we passed the 5th waterfall a while back, I believe. We're still following the trail because it continues. So we have decided we're fueling up and then we're gonna hit the road that way and see how far we can make it down the trail. This trail is not maintained or anything, and we don't know what we're gonna see or what we're gonna find, but I feel like it's gonna be worth it. Already a little bit of effort paying off. This is gorgeous. Oh, look at that view. That's where we came from, somewhere way down there. And we're following the stream or the creek or the river, whatever this is, that way. What is this, I guess? Beauty Creek?
Beauty Creek.
Beauty Creek. And that it is. It is beauty. We have made the decision to turn around. The trail is getting, well, it's becoming much less of a trail the further we go, which, whoa, yeah. That definitely, it makes sense. Not that many people come out this far, and we are dealing with like walking through rock slides and stuff. So I'm sure it's gorgeous out there, but we've seen a lot and we got a lot to do today. So it's time to head back. It did rain for a little bit. We got back to the truck and moved on to the next location and take a look at this. This is Stutfield Glacier Lookout. That is gorgeous. That is a massive glacier. That might be one of the biggest ones I've seen so far. When we drove down to Jasper, or I guess up to Jasper a few days back, it was pitch black out, so we didn't really see this stuff. So it's cool to see now in the daylight. Honestly, the cameras and stuff don't even do this justice. It is something you almost have to see with your own eyes, see for yourself. Quick little stop at the Saskatchewan River crossing, and we are continuing on the road. Day of driving later, a day of adventures later actually. Figured why not enter into BC, my first steps in BC. Let's go. I figured since we're so close, we might as well come check out the BC sign. Look at this, 2023 Canadian Amateur GNC Grin National Championship, Walton Transcan. That's crazy. Even though we're so far away from home, we're not that far away from home. Walton's track near home, so that sticker's just kind of, it's crazy to see way out here, but we're currently in the Kicking Horse Pass right now, I believe is what it's called. We almost got to head further into BC, 5 minutes or so, in order to head back towards Lake Louise, and then hit Banff, and then get on back to Calgary. When we woke up, we made our way downtown into the city to explore. We checked out the mall, which was pretty cool to see, and even got to see the Bow River, which runs from the mountains straight through Calgary. We kept it pretty chill because we had an exciting night ahead of us. Change up the scenery, change up the vibes. We are back in Calgary because we actually signed up to do a 5K run. It's like a night run event. Looking back on it, we probably regret signing up for it, but we're gonna go have a good time. We'd rather be in the mountains still, but we're gonna go have a fun time and try and enjoy it. What are we actually doing? So yeah, we're on our way to the run. We both don't really run, so we don't know what to expect. I think there's a car. Nah, for real though, hopefully we go have a good time. We don't know what to expect though, so let's go. 4, 5. Tyler's warming up.
10. All right, who's ready?
Woo! Let's go! Oh, it's gonna be a good time, man. Let's go!
Oh, this is it, bro.
Let's go!
Halfway.
Halfway.
Come on, we can crush this other half easy.
Halfway.
Light work.
Light work.
Let's get it done.
We're crushing it. We're about 2.5K in right now. We feeling good. We hit the halfway point. We're on the way back. We're actually locked in right now.
We're locked in.
Look good, feel good.
Who's gonna carry the boats?
Who's gonna carry the logs?
We are.
We are. Did not know what to expect after multiple days of like hiking and way too many steps, but we're feeling good and we got this. Let's go. We're on the final stretch. Woo! Yeah, let's go.
Big finish, thank you.
Let's go.
Look at this guy.
Let's go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nick. Awesome.
Let's go, baby.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. We are back here in the mountains. Not in the city anymore. Let's go. We're out here hiking the Wasootch Ridge Trail.
Already some nice views.
Look at that. Mountain views. Nothing beats a morning mountain view. All around. So far it's starting off with a pretty decent climb, but I think we get up on the ridgeline and you can kind of walk around up there out in the open with some good views. So starting the morning with a little bit of a workout, get the blood pumping after the 5K last night. This is probably the last adventure of the trip. We needed one more day out here in the mountains, so we decided to wake up and send it. Dude, for every 100 feet we're going forward, we're going like 30 feet up. That's wild. It's so windy. Woo! Holy, we are. Oh my god, it's actually crazy windy up here, but what if you guys probably can't even hear me. I feel like I'm like on the Titanic or something. This is insane. We just came along this ridge line, well actually all the way from way back there, but we're coming this way, up the trail around there. The end of this trail is actually way over there. I don't even think that's the top peak. There's another peak behind it. I don't know if we're gonna make it that far. We're just gonna go till we feel like turning back. So far, gorgeous views though. Almost can't even describe the feelings once you're out here. It's just, yeah, no words can describe it. That's the peak I was just talking about, and that's the very top peak. Would you just look at that view? How is it, Tyler?
How is it?
How is it? Crazy. So that's the end peak, and I know it seems so close, but that is so far away. So we're chilling on, I would say this is like the second last main peak here with an amazing view. There's a little bench here, so we're gonna hang out, fuel back up for the trek back to the car. It took us about 3 hours to get out here, so it's been a long day.
Yes, it has.
We're gonna chill, eat some snacks, get some liquids in us, and make the trek back. But yeah, gorgeous views and a lot of wind. Peer pressure is a wild thing. We were stopped taking a break there. A few people that were at the final peak were on their way back and basically said we have to go do it. It's the final stretch of this hike, so we might as well. Oh man, where are we going? Oh, peer pressure is a crazy thing, but I think it's gonna be worth it. I hope it's worth it. I don't even know where we're supposed to go. Wow, that's wild. Gorgeous view up here. We made it to the final peak. It definitely gives you that sense of accomplishment, so I'm happy we did it. Wow, this is crazy. And look where we're back to. The chair. The bench we were gonna call it quits on. Oh, I think it's gonna be a nice rest spot for the way back. That's crazy. We were just on the top of that peak. It's probably the most, not probably, definitely the most intense hike I've ever done. Insane. We're back at our bench. This doesn't even compare to what we just did, but this is still nuts. I don't think it's kind of set in what we just did. We were just laughing because we were butt scooting along the ridgeline of a mountain.
It's like literally a drop on both sides.
Like a terrifying drop. I gotta give a big shout out to our boy Adam. If you're watching this, Adam, you know who you are. You helped us out a ton today, because dude, I don't know if we would have made it without him. Hiked all the way up, all the way to here, and all the way out to that peak. Insane. Any words, Tyler?
That was awesome.
Awesome?
It was awesome.
Let's go. I can see the parking lot. We're in the final stretch. We are defeated right now. I would do anything just to be down there. We got a little bit of an intense descent to get down there. It's been like this for the last, dude, like hour it seems. This is nuts, man. Oh my goodness, I can see the car. Dude, I can see the finish line, brother.
Feels good.
Let's go.
Almost there.
Let's go. Over 7 hours of hiking. My watch was paused for a little bit, so I'm not sure how long we've actually been out here, but today has been a mission. It's hard to even kind of like express what we just did. But yeah, that was an intense day. Definitely worth it though. Oh, we're reaching the finish line, dude. You know how good this is gonna feel?
It's gonna feel amazing. I can't wait for flat ground.
Flat ground. It was basically, we hiked this all the way up, butt scooted across a ridge line, and then walked this all the way back down. So that was tough. That was definitely a tough one, but oh my, we made it. It felt like the ending was never gonna come on the way back. We were just like going downhill forever, but
Did it, bro.
let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. That's a wrap for Wasootch Ridge Trail. Basically just put in a work shift, man. A work shift for that hike. That was the craziest thing I've ever done. That was insane. There was a point where we were up on the ridge, like butt scooching across.
Yeah.
I didn't get any footage of it because we kind of went into like survival mode.
Yeah, we did.
There was no content on the brain at that point. It was basically like, we need to survive.
Yeah, we're doing this.
So that was cool. That was definitely like a once in a lifetime experience, but I feel like it's only the beginning for our hiking adventures. At the airport right now, and you guys know what that means. It means one thing: a trip coming to an end. What an unreal trip. I gotta give a huge shout out to Tyler for having me, Tyler and his family, giving me a place to stay, hooking me up with all the gear, and yeah, what a trip. It's always a crappy feeling when a trip's coming to an end, but what an unreal experience out there in the mountains. Definitely one for the books. A trip I'm gonna remember forever, and yeah, it's sad it's coming to an end. So chilling at the airport. And we have about a 4-hour flight home. Man, trip of a lifetime.